Hiya, Honest Discussioner here. I believe it is my turn to throw my hat in the ring against rational dawn and give an argument against the existence of God. Now, I can't give an argument against the existence of any God, but I believe I can give an argument against the existence of the God that they are looking for. What we should technically be looking for, what we should be arguing, is against the existence of a religious God, one that could apply to a Jew, a Christian, or a Muslim, but for some reason Rational Dawn is being a bit more vague than that. Still, I feel we can get a bit more specific, and if Rational Dawn's only response to my arguments here is that they don't disprove the general concept of God, but only the Christian, Muslim, and Jewish versions, I'll be happy to accept that. Now, over the next couple weeks, or at least a week or so, I'll actually be giving numerous arguments against the existence of God based upon the field of neuroscience, the study of the mind and the brain, maybe going into a couple other disciplines briefly. So now I'll start things off with arguments from neuroscience, the argument from bias against the existence of God. Here we go. First, definitions. Definition 1. God is defined as a being that is perfect, omnipotent, omniscient, and omnibenevolent. Definition 2. Bias is the presence of an unconscious tendency or preference towards a particular perspective or ideology when the tendency interferes with the ability to be impartial, unprejudiced, or objective. Definition 3. An obstacle here is that which prevents or obscures saving knowledge of God. So premise 1, God exists. Premise 2, God is responsible for the creation of humanity. Premise 3, God desires individuals to have a saving knowledge of him. Premise 4, God desires the belief or knowledge described in premise 2 to be true. Premise 5, any state of affairs not caused by a free decision can be avoided by God. Premise 6, bias is an obstacle. Premise 7, humans have bias that they are incapable of wholly escaping from. Premise 8, individual bias is unconscious and therefore not a personal choice. Premise 9, bias can be triggered and strengthened by emotions. Premise 10, emotions can be caused by things other than a free decision, such as chemicals. Conclusions. Conclusion 1. Given premise 2, 3, and 5, all obstacles are the necessary result of a free decision. Conclusion 2. Given conclusion 1 and premise 6 and 7, bias must be the necessary result of a free decision. Conclusion 3, given conclusions 1 and 2, as well as premise 7 and premise 8, bias must be the result of someone else's free decision. Conclusion 4, given P9 and P10, bias can be caused by something other than a free decision. Conclusion 5, conclusion 4 contradicts conclusions 3 and conclusion 1. Conclusion 6, given conclusion 5, P1, premise 1 through premise 5 cannot be true, which contradicts definition 1. So conclusion 7, given conclusion 6, God as defined cannot exist. And if anyone is going to question premise 8, individual bias is unconscious and therefore not a personal choice, I would like to refer you to my psychology video as well as the other links in the sidebar that will give that I think show good evidence that we have many unconscious things that are not of our free choosing going on in our head that are basically forcing our hand, and that they are not free decisions. Thank you. Have a nice day, and I look forward to more of these coming up. Honest Discussioner, out.